Morning ladies and gents, I hope everybody's okay. I've just very quickly come on. I started making this card and I thought why not bring you along with me. But I want to show you this. Sorry about the sun, and I don't know whether the camera's picking that up, but that is foiled. Okay, then we have this one. That is gorgeous. They're copper foiled. They're the only two that are copper foiled. And this one has bits of gold as the stamen of your flowers. Then there is this one. And again, this is the majority of it is silver, apart from these little leaves, they're gold. And then we have this one, and this one is just silver foiled, and it's just your stripes. Now this is called Springtime Foils, and it's one of the 3 products in Celebration. It was in the second release, and they're calling it speciality paper but to me it's cardstock. It's not actually paper, and I would say it was construction weight as well. I don't know if any of the other demonstrators have felt the same, but to me it's cardstock. It's not designer series paper. Yeah, so I started doing this card, and what I've done is I took a piece of our thick Whisper White, scored it down the middle, cut it down the middle, scored it in half. Then I took a piece of that lovely Designer Series cardstock with the copper foiling, or rose gold, whichever you want to call it, and I just cut it down 2/8 of an inch all the way round, so it just gives me that lovely little border. And then I fussy cutted one of the flowers out of the foiled, again either the rose gold or copper foiling, so I just fussy cutted that out. And now I'm going to do some heat embossing on this one, and I'm going to use a Mother's Flare stamp set, which is this one. It's lovely, and I'm just going to use Happy Mother's Day, and it is a red rubber stamp. And I'm going to heat emboss it, and I'm going to use our copper embossing powder. Just line that up on my block, and I've got my Versamark. First of all, get it right, Mel. Take your duster. And we're only going to do across the top there. So just clear that off of all finger marks and what have you, because we don't want it everywhere, the powder. And because it's a red rubber stamp, I don't need my stamping mat, so that's grand. And I'm still waiting for my Stamparatus. Can't wait till it comes. Okay, so I'm just going to go straight down, hope it's in the middle, and straight up, and I'll leave that there so I know that I need to clean it. I was just chuckling to myself there. Have you ever put anything away in a safe place and then you go looking for it and then you can't find it? And then when you don't need it, it just turns up from nowhere. I was doing some fundraising stuff for my daughter for Autism Initiative. As many of you know me, I'm all about it, and a few other charities. And I done a couple of the enchanted roses that light up. And could I find my little lights? Could I buggery? And I ended up ordering another set of 10. And then today, when I don't need them and I'm not looking for them, this is where they turned up. There. So yeah, I'm just unravelling my heat tool. Just plugging it in next to me here. So I know I'm off frame, but I'm telling you what I'm doing. Right, now on our heat tool, if you've never seen it, this is the Stampin' Up! Heat tool, okay? And we have 2 settings. Okay, the first one I would use for drying ink and watercolouring if you're in a hurry. Maybe if you've stamped on vellum or something and you want to give it a quick dry. That's what I would use the first one for. The second one I would use for my heat embossing. Now I'm going to take it off camera and I'm going to turn it on. If you've got me on loud, turn me down. But to be honest with you, our stamping heat tool isn't that loud compared to others. Okay, so I'm just going to bring it. I never hold it up right above your project. Always hold it to the side. Otherwise you'll end up damaging the elements inside the tool. Okay, and that's all we need. And that's that melted. So I can turn that off. Okay, bring back in my project. Okay, and I'm just going to lay that on top. We woke up this morning, listen to this, to a thick, don't know that I've already told you, a thick laying of snow, thick covering of snow. Okay, and I live in Northern Ireland, and from most places in Northern Ireland you will see or you will heard of the Mourne Mountains. Well, we woke up, it's still snowing now, as I say, with this snow, and normally I go running to the kitchen because I can see the Mourne Mountains from my kitchen window, and I go running to the kitchen, and normally the mountains, if we've got snow lying on the ground in the garden, you can bet your bottom dollar that the mountains will be covered in it. And so I goes running to the kitchen, and are the mountains covered in it? Are they buggery? So I don't know what's going on, but I thought it would have covered the mountains. But no, the mountains had a slight dusting, and that was it. I'm just going to put a glue dot on the back of this, or 2. It's not sticking down, so I'll shove one under there. Put some more glue on. It's faffing about and that's dried up already. See, the cold, see, me and sticky stuff don't get on, but I have since learned that the cold and the heat can affect your sticky stuff. I know what I'm talking about, just ignore me. If you've followed me for a long time, you know that means sticky stuff don't get on. So we had this love-hate relationship, and I couldn't figure out why me and this sticky stuff. Everybody else was having no problems but me. Just an awkward child. Okay, so that's our card so far. And I now need some dimensionals. I'm going to use my itty bitty ones. I don't know whether you've heard or you've been told or your demonstrator has told you, but the fast fuse that everybody used to use is being done away with. I hated the stuff, could never get on with it, so I'm happy about that. It's being done away with, so if you like your fast fuse, you may stock up on it now because once supplies have gone, they will not be bringing it back. I don't know if we're getting anything to replace it. I just know that they're doing away with it, which suits me fine because I hated the stuff. Don't know if I've got stuck on there either. Okay, so dab them in the middle. That'll just make them easier for you to lift off. I'm covered in ink and all kinds because I've been working on some projects. So I'm going to be doing quite a bit of filming today, I think, while I can't go out gallivanting and partying, and not that I would anyway, like, but so I'm just sticking that under my ribbon, yeah. Okay, just give that a little pop up, and I'm just going to put a flat knot, I think, to the side of my ribbon. Sorry, flat bow. And what I mean by flat bow, I've just got a piece of ribbon, threaded it under the other piece of ribbon, and I'm just tying a knot in it. Just like that. Just give it a little twist. There we go. And I'll cut them tails off of it. So there's our heat embossed Mother's Day card. Just bring that up, and that's using the designer series. You can see the copper just flashing away there. Designer series cardstock, because I'm not calling it paper because it's not paper, that you can get free with Celebration. If you haven't got a catalogue, because Celebration goes on till the 31st of March. If you haven't got a catalogue and you would like one, please leave me a comment down below. If you would like to join my team, again, please feel free to leave a comment down below and I will get back to you, because at the minute there is a special on. If you join up now with Stampin' Up, your starter kit is normal. You get the £130 worth of product and you pay £99. But for anyone that joins up during Celebration, not only can they pick their starter kit and pay the £99, but they're getting 2 extra free stamp sets on top to the value of £90. So in effect, for your £99, you're getting £230 worth of product, which I think is brilliant, and you wouldn't get it anywhere else. So if you're interested, leave me a link, leave me a comment down below, and I'll send you a link for you to sign up and become a member of our team. So I hope you give that card a go. Honest to God, that paper, if you spend £45 or more in product from across any of the catalogues, you can get that paper for free. Well, it's not paper, it's cardstock. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I hope you give that a go, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care and be safe. Bye.